Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot1025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
We ready. It's Wednesday. Let's talk love.
Okay.
Hey, we ready. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Let's Talk Love. I got you hacked a little bit. I am your favorite prescriber, Ms. Love Doctor, and you already know what's going on. We got the beautiful Mizz.
Beauty on the beach.
In the building. And we are here on Hot 702.5. Y'all already know what it is. It's the hottest and sexiest station. Lady Black owned. And make sure y'all go ahead and tap in. Y'all ready to talk some love today? We appreciate if you do, because I know you got love on your heart. Don't try to fake like you don't. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in. And if nobody has told y'all today, we would like to be the first to let you know that we love you.
We love you guys so much. Thank y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Brian.
Hi.
What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm counting down.
Don't you start.
I'm counting down into some great things that's about to happen.
Don't you start.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
See, we're having the same journey, but like I'm December, she January, so my excitement won't get there until like we ready, like we ready.
Nah.
It's building though. It's building though. It is building. So you already know we got to check in, tap in with you. How you feeling? How you doing? How's it going?
It's going amazing. I want to ask the same thing. How your spirit frame?
Whew, better.
Okay. I can tell today. So that's why I was kind of like.
I can tell today. Thank you, God. I woke up like, thank you, God.
Man, because every time I talk to her, I can see, I guess I can see what people say when it's on me. Because, you can only see it when it's
they
not.
Say like, oh, how am I supposed to know something was wrong with you? Like,
I was like,
I was different.
Hell yeah. And I was like,
it was one of, I'm human. So I did, people, that's the craziest thing when I talk to people, and I know it's a compliment, but I was told by this woman that she thought I was like one of the strongest women that she's ever met. And I was thinking like, what makes you think I'm so strong? Because I get weak too. And I think that that's crazy because we're talking about that because that's literally what our topic is about today. But we just have to make sure that we're holding each other accountable to be checking in on each other. So I definitely want to know like how your spirits are, how are you feeling? Because if you are off-centered, then I'm not doing my job as a friend if you just over there just bloop, 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 bloop. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's not your responsibility.
I didn't never say it was a responsibility.
No. But I'm saying that it's not your responsibility. But it makes me know or understand the level of love that you have for me, that you look out for those things. And that is what I'm thankful for in friendships. This is the friendship that I would like to have. And you don't have to have it with everybody. But I'm glad that I have it with you like this.
Yeah, facts. I can do that. So how are your spirits?
My spirits.
Ooh, I feel better.
Right? We just learning how to just breathe in and breathe out. My spirits are much better. I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm on that shift of last week. Really shifted a lot of other things, and my mindset has been set differently now. So I can't stop the shift. It's already happening.
We're in it. We are in it. We are in it, and that's pretty much why. And when I tell you, I had zero ideas about what we were going to talk about for the last few weeks. up until the day, up until the moment, and it just all just came out. And I was like, well, that's what we're talking about. So it is what it is. But, you know, and hopefully somebody can receive it. Somebody has something that they take away from it. You know, that's ultimately the goal. We ain't on here just to necessarily run our mouths, you know. So, but we gonna do that anyway. But we gonna do that anyway.
If anything, this show has made me see things totally different.
Well, that's amazing because you're on it with me.
But it does, like, it's what you're saying, but then it's helping me tap into the things that I necessarily didn't, like, want to bring to surface, or kind of stay, like, shallow, surface level.
Yeah. And you know what, like, she knows how, and people who know me know how hard I am on myself about certain things. And when we talked about, what was the word? It was a wrong word. Like, I came back to the show, wrote in the comments, like, no, I gave you wrong information. Like, that was, like, wrong. So a lot of shit, if it's in my opinion, I'll make sure that it's in my opinion. Like, this is my opinion. But if we're going to talk about something, I'm going to tell you, like, I read this here, or, you know, whatever. And you were like, I thought this word meant this. It's solidarity. Solidarity. And I was like, no, it's in here and I was thinking solitude. So I was like, no, alone, and then it was just popped in my head in the middle of the night. I was like, let me look up solidarity. Girl, you don't she had the right definition, you had the wrong definition. So now it made me reevaluate what the hell we was talking about and why was that word in the definition. Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how she backtracked. Like, well, why did that conversation go that way? Well,
why would it go like that? Yeah, definitely always think about, like, what we talk about and the value of what we're talking about, and making sure, you know, sometimes, you know, we be on here with the shits and giggles, you know, but at the same time,
I love the shits and giggles.
The shits and giggles are fun. And we're going to have a little shits and giggles today, too. However, we are definitely talking about the check-in. But before we do that, we already know Keys Royalty House of Life is one of our valued sponsors. And we're going to make a commercial. We're going to make us some damn commercials because I feel like they need one at this point. Keys Do Love Mommy. It's a nonprofit organization. And always stand on beat with hair and makeup.
Beauty on the beat, y'all ready?
We need to have a little when that come on, you know, a little beat, you know. But if you want to be a part of the conversation, call in 551-5261. Call on in, be respectful, keep it classy,
please.
But yeah. So the check-in, right? And I don't know if I did what I should do. Can you look up the definition of check-in? And I probably did. Okay. Just in case I didn't, because you know it's been a week. But it's important that we consider checking in, and whatever that looks like, you know, within the capacity, because we can't always assume that people are doing well or in a good space, right? If you give a shit, let's start there. If you don't give a shit, we not talking to you.
Yes.
Right? Because, hey, if you don't give a shit, you don't give a shit. And when you don't give a shit, it shows. So, at the end of the day, like, if you feel like, well, why do I need to check in on you if I don't give a shit? You have a pass. This is not your show. This is not your space.
This is not your
right. And by me saying this is not your space, I shared someone else's post, which I don't often do. I was scrolling, you know, my little 5 minutes of shine. I was scrolling and I seen a post that somebody else posted, and it said, "Why didn't you ask me for help?" ... Like this the friend. And the other friend said, because you seen that I needed it and you never offered. Right? And we want to make sure we focus on the word you seen. Meaning you could see. Yeah. And you just didn't offer. Right? So immediately somebody gets on the post defending this position. Right? And this is not a quote because I didn't write down exactly what they said, but and I will put their name in there, but it's just the principle of the conversation. It flows, right? And when I say I wrote this, about 2 weeks ago? But it was the defense was basically people need to stop assuming that they know you need help and just ask. And people are dealing with their own shit, so they don't have time to be checking in on you, basically. in some form of those type of words, right? That's what I'm gonna just say. My interpretation of the thing was, and but basically it's like at this point I had to reread what the post said to make sure, because I was like,
before you got in, like,
no. Like, I really did have to stop, because like instantly it was like I was about to just type, but I was like, let me think about what I want to say, because it is. Let's just be 100 on a personal level for me too. So I told her that, like, I'm not. I don't really try to talk about my personal life on Facebook anyway. But I was like, since you here with this opinion and saying basically people got their own lives going on, I said, and not asking for help, I said, my mother died. End of sentence. People asked me what I needed. I stated it. Didn't get it. End of the next sentence. So that says people see you need help. Not saying that, I needed help like secretly, but I didn't tell nobody, and I was hoping that they figured it out. That's not what the goddamn post said. So I had to tell her, your opinion is not valid here. It's not. And it wasn't. Because we're not talking about people who just don't normally ask for help. And that is me. That is me. Because I'm always a person that people ask for help. But when I ask for help, it's like, she don't need it. I don't know what the fuck people think. I could make up 1,000 things in my head. But needless to say, if you see I need help and you still don't do shit, then that is a reason why a person wouldn't ask you for help. Right?
In the future. Yeah.
Ever. Probably just ever. Right? So the saying, check in on your strong friends.
Yes.
Holds a lot of weight.
It does. It does. I mean, I get what you're saying, especially when it comes to everybody living their own lives and doing their own things, and we know that. But we also see that you post your life on. You have time to do that. If you have time to make a post I'm just saying, if you have time to make a post about anything, I'm not saying that, like, that means that you're making the time for what you want to make the time for. And that's okay. And that's why I'm learning about friendships and levels of friendships, of just learning, okay, as things progress within itself, either I'm going to want to make time and check in, or I'm going to find an excuse if you bring that up to me.
Are you talking about the person who needs the help or the person who could offer it? So if you have enough time to comment on this post, you had enough time to check in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you had enough time to post something and then someone tells you, hey, I don't feel like you're checking in when I'm living my own life. Hey, I see you living it because you posting it. You know me that I don't post anything. So if you know that I don't post anything and we haven't talked in a while, that means that you're choosing to be like, okay, well, I haven't checked on my friend.
I don't know what people think about that, but I thought you were saying, like, because I was definitely going to say, I just, in my case, like, you already know, I don't need to be on Facebook to post on Facebook.
I know that.
Because sometimes I have to plan it, because I won't post, and then my algorithm falls down, and then whatever. The business coaches be on your ass about posting, and I be like, I don't have time for that shit, and I don't have time to scroll and look at nothing. So that's why when I engage, it also makes me feel like, why would you don't engage in shit that's not going to be beneficial? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then you came here and it was personal. It kind of hit, so it was a trigger. Gotta know your triggers. Gotta know your triggers. But most of the time people say, well, you look fine. Like, I didn't know anything was going on with you, or I didn't know, you didn't say anything, so I thought you were just doing well.
But most people aren't gonna say, like, I've fallen to everybody in the world and I can't get up. Like, everybody's not gonna say that. So the people that you communicate regularly, your vibe, your sister circle, your whatever tribe you have, those are the ones that you kind of look at. Those are the ones that you kind of feel a little more slighted by, because those are the ones who see you.
Or don't.
I'm just saying, those are the ones who have access to you on a day-to-day basis.
Ooh, we just talked about that access. Talked about the access. That's a whole different topic.
But do you want to know the definition of the...
I did. I wrote it.
Okay, so what did you got? Because I got...
Okay, let's see. What you got?
It says to talk with someone in order to report or find new information. That's how you check in. So when I check in on you, hey, good morning. How was your night?
Talk to. Say it again.
To talk with someone in order to report.
In order.
In order
you
to
report on how they doing. Okay.
Or find out new information. Like, you're going to tell me what's going on.
What's going on with you? I'm checking in.
Hey, what's going on?
I think I might have had that. So I have the verb check. So I did check first. To examine something in order to determine its accuracy, its quality, or condition. To check and detect the presence of something.
Okay, that was a little deeper one.
Because you already know, like, I was like, whoa. I like that version because that is a check-in, but I think that was the Urban Dictionary because I think I got it down there.
It definitely was the Urban. See, the Urban one talks to me.
I think I got that one on there. But so I thought about it. I was like, that's something different. The accuracy. Like, how accurate are you? What's the quality of you?
Did you see how all of them words that you had to say? And then this one was like to talk to talking to in order to. I was just like, wow, they had to say
get
all
new
them
information,
words.
Which is the accuracy of how they're doing, the quality of their health, their mental health, their condition. Are they head to bed?
Yeah.
You know, are they sick? Are they sad?
Yeah.
To detect their presence. Are they physically even fucking here?
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Their body might be here, but their spirit might be fucked over and not here. So sometimes, you know, I thought that was dead on. So if you don't know how someone's doing, it's best to do what?
Check in. True.
Check.
Yeah.
Just check. We ain't even in yet.
Just check.
Just check.
So go on
you know
on
what?
social media.
I don't know how Marquita doing. Let me check.
Yeah, that is true because that's how I look. Be like, okay, I know my friend is doing good because I see it. I'm seeing it on here.
But you cannot take social media as anybody's life. And I tell people that all the time. Like, people who know me personally, no, do not go off of social media and think you know what the hell is going on and where I'm at.
Oh my God, I got so upset about that shit. I was like, when this bitch go out to some damn drinks? I'm like, bitch, this is not today.
It's this bitch in the picture. It's her in the picture.
Like, taking it in.
Like, no. Somebody said it. That was like, oh, you were somewhere. You know, like, the most things that I posted that was updated was probably the Dinner on Blanc picture, but they wasn't even about Dinner on Blanc. It wasn't about the event. I still haven't posted about the event. I posted about my healing process. And I just scrolled up, and those was the pictures that was right there.
Oh, wow.
So we had to find the check in terms, and it was slang, and to talk to, report, and find out new information.
Saying, like, that was like, why y'all had to put all them words, the accuracy of the thought process. I'm like, bruh, how I'm gonna talk to you? Hey, girl.
Hey,
what's going on?
How you want to talk?
Not
regular.
Work? How your baby daddy?
How you want to talk? Like, not regular.
Come on, bruh. I'm just accuracy.
Do not call me regular. Call me FaceTime all the time.
Please. I feel like that's what makes me feel like I'm more connected even though I'm far. I do enjoy seeing people's faces.
I think with FaceTime, it helps with checking in because if you answer the phone, you can feel the energy, the way they answer, the tone in their voice, the look on their face.
The expressions on their face be like, good. Oh, shit, that ain't, bitch. How you doing? I'm okay.
Oh, you talking about me.
I'll be like,
She called me what? I don't know what day it was, but it was like day 2 of the shit. And I was in it. I'm not even gonna front. She said, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm all right."
Friend too, like
she said, "I said I'm all right." She said, "Oh, day 2 of all right, okay, all right." I seen her wheels turning. I was like, "I'm all right." She was like, Nah.
Yes, sis, you know how. Yeah.
What you tell my best? First of all, y'all in this snitching system.
It's not. I'm like, hey, friend.
So you can call my best friends.
Yes. Yes.
Look at her and tell on me.
Yes.
She better get on here too.
I was just saying, like, look, I don't know.
Y'all was trying to put together a plan.
It's 2 days. It wasn't even like I just had to let her know. Like, hey, you know, I'm watching your friend.
I guess that's sweet.
You know, like, I'm letting her know. Because, you know, that's your bestie, bro. And I know for
something. Stuff. She knew. She called me. She already knew something was up. But
because that's how you know somebody love you.
Yeah, I was glad.
You're like, her tone, her little twinkle in the eye, she still be doing shit. You still be making shit happen. Even in the midst of, I still got to get shit done. Okay? It ain't going to be, woe is me, I'm just about to lay here. It's just like, bitch, I'm not in the mood to talk about real shit right now.
Or
I got to grind.
Real shit. I just shared my Marquand show, the show before us. Mm-hmm. So all that time you see my head down, I'm sharing the show, and I've been sharing the wrong show. So y'all check out my boy Marquand. He be on there spitting some real shit.
Poet 360, that's a good show too.
They be spitting the real. So I'm not mad about it, but now I gotta resend all of our show.
But the whole checking in part, that shit was fun.
But I went and, I had to do a little bit of research, right? Okay. So per Couples Summit, a regular check-in helps you communicate more openly, connect deeply, and as they provide the perfect avenue for you and your partner, and whether it's in friendships or relationships, to talk about your needs, wants, and your feelings.
Yes, I feel like now that me and Marcus check in, like, oh, how was your day? Like, we actually get to talk about it. It makes a lot of things, like, different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yep. 100%
It's working.
It is working.
Check in. But the thing about it is a lot of times, do people really talk about their needs and their wants and their feelings? And I think for the most part, people say, well, I'm not even going to say I think. Like, when you ask people, like, hey, how you doing? They'll be like, well, I can't complain, but I could, but you wouldn't want to hear it. Like, you just did a whole 3-circle. You don't know what I want to know. You don't know how. I'm asking you how you're feeling, but you've already put into place that nobody wants to hear how you feel. Or somebody has already made you feel like your feelings are invalid.
Yes. True.
So now you just like, what's the purpose of me talking about it?
True. That's true.
It's going to go on deaf ears. Like, what we doing? Because people don't want to get their feelings hurt.
No.
So... But
not at all.
Regular check-ins are very, very important.
Just like the doctor check-ins, all of those things should be checked in.
The doctor as well. Well, let's go back up. What he doing? What the doctor doing? He's checking for your He should be checking with accuracy.
Girl, yes, that's the motherfucker supposed to be with accuracy. Okay,
he's not checking for accuracy. He's checking with accuracy.
Exactly.
Oh, what's my name? Yeah, the quality. You know what? Because like honestly, like. And this is just me being authentic, right? I can see somebody's post, and I am a big ass empath. So if I see your post, and anybody can say yay or nay. If I see that you posted something, because I really don't post like I'm feeling sad today, or please pray for me, or like I don't resort to that. So when I see someone else do it, I feel like they're reaching out, they're asking for the help. So I don't necessarily have to write on your post, but I will jump right in their inbox. Hey, I saw your post. I just wanted to tap in, check, and see how you were doing.
Oh, that's sweet.
So there was like a portion of time after my mom died, and I would get ready to hit send, and like the unhealed part of me is like, why are you checking? Why are you sending this? Nobody is doing that for you. But then the me in me is like, because that's who we are, regardless of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody say like their mom passed. Like if I'm getting ready to send this message. Yeah. Jump in their inbox. Yeah. It's like that subconscious, unhealed part of you is like, why are you checking in on them when they've never checked in on you?
Because sometimes I feel like, if it's just you and you want to do that, that's who you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My other personality will say, because this is who we are. And naturally, you wanted to check on this person because you know what that shit feel like. Yes. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's a Capricorn
but
thing,
you still have to be honest with yourself that you have those feelings.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Well, I have to be honest with myself that I have had those feelings, and it may come and it may go, but that's why you think about it like, well, I got my own shit going on in my life. So for you to say that, Everybody got something going on in their life. And the example that I gave the girl was, so if you were sitting by the pool sipping your pina colada or whatever, and you see somebody drowning, are you going to wait until they get enough air to be able to say, hey, help, I'm drowning? Or are you going to sit there and be like, not my business, not my problem? We have gotten so accustomed to not my business, not my problem, that you will physically sit there and watch somebody drown. Like, you'll watch somebody get shot. You'll watch somebody get beat up because you want to hurry up and get it recorded.
Yes.
Not my business, not my problem.
Yes. But it also goes to the same thing that you're saying. Well, will somebody help me if I'm drowning? Like, you still going to go in action. You're still going to go in action. Regardless of anything, you're still going to do it. Because if you are a helper, you're going to help. That's just something that's within people who are like that. Like, even though I'm not getting that from you, and I wouldn't want to necessarily say that to the world that I'm not getting it from you, you know, like, that's how I feel. I still need to do who I am. Mm-hmm. I still need to be the reach out person. I still need to be.
You can't help it.
Yeah.
Just yourself just going to keep on selfing. And you're like, why? Why self? But I also used another example. I said, even though we're talking hypothetically about a pool, I said I literally saw a lady the day before carrying a cooler and like 6 bags. I didn't know that lady from Adam. She never looked at me. She never said, hey, help me, I'm struggling. But I can see that she could use some help.
True.
And it took nothing for me to go over there and be like, do you need some help? She was like, girl, like, thank you, you know? I mean, they had some chicken. They could offer me some chicken, but they didn't offer me no chicken. But I was like, oh, y'all got chicken and shit? Y'all about to get it popping. But it was still the fact that...
she wouldn't have ate it either. She would have been like... No, y'all have been like...
We're not talking about that part.
You wash your hands? Nah, I don't want... Nah. The person who did it, nah.
It was from the store. It was from the store.
Don't touch the glove that you take the trash can out. Don't touch no food with the glove that you just pushed the trash can with. Sorry, y'all. That was something. I'll be learning too.
Where was we just at? And I was like, oh, we was at the Afric Fest. Oh, my God. And she was on her phone with the glove. Just I was standing there like.
You go to the bathroom, you do all that thing. When the last time you washed your phone? I know she washes her phone. I know she went.
I have reasons for the things that I do, right? I'm not just fucking manic, right?
It's not.
Inside, I took a biography class, or I don't know, some of the shit they make you take in college. And we had to do a germ assignment. And they're like, oh, you know, I ain't gonna say I hate working in teams, but sometimes when you work in teams in a group at school, it don't be a good match. And they're like, let's go to the water faucet. I'm like, everybody's gonna go to the water faucet. It's dirty, we know that. Check this goddamn cell phone. Do you know people have fecal matter on their cell phones?
Like because after you wiped your ass, you touch your phone. You wash your hand, but then you put the
same hand.
And I could just see her face. Nah, G-ball. Nah. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
But no, you do have that discernment in yourself to see, hey, I know this is what things has to get done. So you automatically have those, like, how to break shit down. So even when you go in to help someone, you don't know what you're supposed to do. You just know, okay, well, I know that this is the outcome. This is about to start. So who's doing that? Who's on that? Well, what do you need for me to do? Okay, well, if you're not starting on that, I'll do that. Like, but everybody don't. I've learned being your friend to learning to go into action because it's not going to be asked at all. It's like I have to assess the situation. I know the goal. We need to get out. We need to be gone. What can I do to assist to make sure that it is not? But that
is appreciated.
But I'm saying, like, I had to learn to be like that.
You made me think about that video. The Tia on here too. Tia, that video when he was like, okay, so now I know just to go.
I'm like, okay, so you don't say no words.
Don't think. All right.
Okay, just be like,
it's go time. When it's go time, it's go time.
If you see this, you make sure you ain't there. You right there, you pouncing at the same motherfucking time. I'm like, okay. Now that I understand,
learn it quick, learn it fast.
See?
I'm so sorry. That is
You gotta be observant with your friends, people. Okay, you gotta know how to handle shit. Okay, I'm learning that
But
now.
sometimes people don't know, and that's understandable too. But it's best to say, "Hey, I don't know how to check on you." Like this girl, we were friends. Like honestly, I was gonna say I could give her a pass for us to be close again, but we cool where we at.
Okay.
But she had the discernment, and she told me, she was like, "Listen." She's like, you weird me out. Like, I'm from this part of California. Because I don't know if she listened to the show. But she knows. She said it. She was like, I'm from San Bernardino, California. And most of the females that I know are very cutthroat. She was like, so I don't know how to be your friend. And she stopped being my friend. And I respected that. She did a couple little scan shit to get us there. Because I was like, bitch, why would you do that? That is so fucking weird. And she was just like, because this is what she would have normally done. And then I had to understand. And then, you know.
See, and that's why I be asking you questions that I be asking you. Be like, so why don't you think that you could say? I'm like, because people be trying to make you feel like these are shit that you're not supposed to say or think of or ask questions of.
You got to think about what you're saying and who you're saying it to. Because if you're saying something to somebody and it's not something that they necessarily want to hear, their agenda is probably going to be to make you feel like you shouldn't be saying it. You're not crazy.
Okay.
You ain't saying it for no reason. You ain't just made it up like, let me think of some bullshit to be on today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These questions start brewing because there's a reason for the questions to brew. You have a whole womb.
True.
The truth teller. But if you don't know, because I'm giving grace to people who may not know, I put down a few things of how you can check in.
Okay.
All right.
And how we can check in on you or just people?
Just check in on people.
Okay, guys.
Everybody on here listening don't even know me. But, you know, if you do know me, then we could do some of these. And we can add. You can add. You add and do whatever. Right? Okay. So first and foremost, I think the definition of check goes right in here. And be intentional about wanting to check on somebody. You know? You about to cry?
No, I understand it. But I be understanding it. Because, you know, like, if you're intentional and then you forget to, like, damn, I just was like, hey, how you doing? And
even
then I
didn't forget, it's still,
but I didn't even check to see if they responded or didn't say nothing.
In the back. Like, you know, like, if you be like, okay, today I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta do this. I gotta get the kids. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Let me check on all this. Let me check on her. Oh, I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text her a little bit. You know, so it's in there. Yeah. Even if you don't do it right when you said you're gonna do it, I think you naturally double back. Or like you be thinking like, oh my God, I said I was gonna, let me do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you it's still on your heart. So I think that still matters.
My messages be in the messenger, and I just don't press send, and I hate that.
I do that a lot.
Like,
I do that a lot. And I think it just from moving, I'm not even going to say moving fast. Let's just say I'm texting you and I'm about to hit send and somebody calls. Kicks me right out. Forget, you know, so yeah. Or an email and I swipe down and be like, let me read this shit.
Yes. Or you start doing something else. Or it be like something.
I think that's understandable. I think that's humanly. And that's what I was saying to the girl on the post. Is like, we're not talking about when you don't know. We're not talking about when you're not, you know, you just forgot or it's charged to my head, not my heart type shit. You know, we're not talking about that. We're talking about you deliberately watch me sit here, push a car with no gas by myself and was like, damn, she ain't even asked for no help.
Yes. That makes sense. Yes. Jeez.
You gotta know your triggers. Set a time and keep it. Sometimes you could really do it like girlfriend check-in. Like, hey, you got a busy life, you got kids, you got husband. All right, what's a good day for you? What's a good day for me? Okay, well, I'm going to check in.
Just did that.
Just to check in.
Just did that. What you just said.
To who?
Told my best friend. Like, hey, bestie, we have to have, I'm like, so what's a good time for you? Because I know that you normally go, what's your off days? Let me know, okay, during these 2 days between this time, if I'm not busy, you not busy, then I can call. You will be able to answer. If I call, then I'll be able to answer. Like, we talk. I'm like, well, that way we can really check in. That way I don't just see my godson swimming. It's like, oh, well, okay, well, you can oh, I'm putting, your godson in swim lessons. Like, oh, that's cool. That's hella dope. Like, good job. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, because we do, like, you feel slighted when you don't know what's going on and you find out what's going on. And I think that's one aspect of social media that has created that gap. It's like, oh, well, I posted it. Well, I ain't been on social media all week. Well, I saw you post, but I never went on social media. I could go to my photos, click share, go to Facebook, do the post, hit send, and never have been on Facebook. So that you can't compare seeing me post to I was on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Or TikTok or Snapchat or whatever. And people, oh, I saw it on Snap. That be blowing me away because I forget. I don't know why I forget about Snap. Maybe they should pay me or something. But I forget about Snap, and people be like, well, I saw you or something. Like, say if I'm with you because you'll post yours. I'm like, what? Now it's almost like, like I wasn't outside. How? See me where? Doing what? How?
And I've even learned to not even post most of the time because I'd be like,
you don't have to be like that.
I know, but it'd be like,
post on your page.
She don't want me to post her, so that's I'd be like, and if I'm with her, I'm gonna post her. So I'd be like, nah, let me just.
It's your page. You post is the way you want to. But sometimes run it by me if you know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
And I think she know the times, so it's a difference. But just like, hey, friend, you on social media. Oh, okay. I was outside. Cool. And when you check in, be empathetic. Actually care how they're doing. If you don't care, don't bother. Like, there's no real reason to be like, how you feeling? How you feeling today? Because I usually ask people how they're feeling. I don't really say, how you doing? I say, how you feeling?
True. You do say that.
And people be like, oh, skip right over it. So how you feeling though? So be a little care. Put a little care in your heart about what they're actually going through, especially if you asking. You putting yourself in a position to know. Make sure you care about how they feel. Be empathetic to their feelings. Don't come into it with like, well, I feel like, or you should be like, or I've been going through this. Like, really be empathetic to how they're feeling. Yeah. Because it's their feelings, and it doesn't change how they feel no matter what you coming with. You know what I'm saying? And maybe sometimes set aside a listening session with people. I like that. I need a listening board. I don't need advice. I don't even need you to say shit. I just need to get all this out. And, you could call it like a dumping session or whatever,
I like that. I think that's dope.
So what are some questions? And make sure thank y'all for tuning in, the people with the comments. What are some questions we can ask to check in on our strong friends or even just humans in general?
I like how you said how you're feeling, how your spirit.
How are you feeling?
What are some activities you may do this week? Like not just so surface level, like open-ended questions. Like in my job, I have to learn how to like ask more questions to get a response, not a yes or a no, So being able to say that with your friends that you want to genuinely want to know what's going on with them. Like, did you have any stressors? How did you handle that? Was there anything that was difficult? Was there anything that you felt like you triumphant over? Because it's okay for me to dump all of the negative shit like you used to, you would tell me. And it'd be like, well, let me tell you the good shit that is happening. Yes. Don't just give me all of, the toxic shit. I don't want your trash. I don't want you to... Not saying that my feelings is your trash, but if we're dumping something on you, we're dumping all of those nasty emotions that we feel, and we're giving them to you by dumping that. And if you're an empath, you're going to absorb that in a way.
Depend on what you're going through. But like you said, if it's just a session to where like sometimes you just need an ear.
But that's what I'm saying. I like how you said that we can I'm going to say this and let that be. And then we'll have a session where you can, hey, friend, I just need a session. It's been a long day. I just need to vent. Yeah. Because that's most of the time you do that with your partner. That's what you want to do with your partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're single and you don't have that, that's where friends come in. Mm-hmm. That's where that relationship, bond,
it fills the gap.
Yes,
it fills the gap.
It does. You're still able to feel like you've been heard.
And you know what? You know what's important too when you have friends and they do have a spouse? Have a connection with the spouse. So if the friend is not doing well, you guys could complete like if they see like, hey, you know, wifey ain't doing good, and I know you know her a little bit on that side, or you can get information out of her that I can't get. Tap into your support system, your social circle, or your whatever I'm trying to say. Tap
like,
into
have you noticed my baby?
Your resources.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Like use your spouse's friends as a resource.
Yeah.
Instead of an ally. I mean, instead of the enemy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The only reason why I say that is because when we went to that women's conference, and we were...
she raised her hand up real quick,
and
they did not let her talk.
Yeah, it was the end of the conference. It was like she just said it and dropped the mic. Like, that was the end of the... I was like, that was not cool. Like, she was just like, and married ladies, stop hanging out with your single friends, because you just need to be married and not hang with them anymore. Drop the mic, and they played the music. We was like, well, why not?
Yeah.
What's wrong with us? I said, but what they fail to realize is you need to get some friends that'll pray for your marriage.
Yeah.
You need to get some friends who will want to pour into it and make sure that you guys are good, want to be there for you, and even if your spouse need a space to come and dump, your friend should be not like to dump on you, but like, listen, like I'm trying to get us together. Like, it should be a safe space.
Yeah.
Because I should be able to check in just not on you. If I'm checking on you, I'm checking in on you, your family, your kids, your mama. I'm checking in on you because they're a portion of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to check on you, but I don't really give a shit about your kids.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk.
Yeah, you know, I don't tell about your kids. I don't give a shit about that. you know what I mean? Like, how would that be? Like, what type of
friendship
is that? Like, regardless of what it is, you know? Even when you see people in on the relationship shows, and they were like, well, I was dating you. I wasn't dating your kids.
You're going to have to. My kids are me. My kids are me. Like, there's no way that you could.
So I'm sorry.
This girl.
I'm re-sharing the show because I share Marquand's show first. And I don't even know how I get put in these groups, but I'm in the Love Expert Incubator group. What the hell is that? I don't think I've ever seen it. I've never seen Incubator.
What does that mean?
Like the incubator, like with the baby?
With the baby in.
But Love Expert Incubator. And I'm like, when did I get in there? Yeah. What are they talking about in there?
Girl,
should I share this radio show in there? You know, most of these groups, they put you in there. They want you in their groups, but they don't want you sharing your shit in their group. You know, and I don't know which ones. So sometimes I'll be sharing and they be like, denied, access denied. And then you know what I do? I just unfollow the group because I don't know. I'm not trying to break your rule, but we supposed to share our show so y'all can hear the message, because I think it's something that may benefit to this group. I don't send it to every group. Well, some groups I send, you know, majority of the time, but like not every group, of course.
Yeah.
Like whatever the hell it is, it's just a lot, you know. Maybe I need to check in and see what the hell these groups is even about.
Yes.
Because listen, it's so many. I'm just looking like, I got polygamy professions. We should really like do a show.
Let's talk about these groups on the show. Lord Jesus.
Why am I here? What they be talking about in here? I need to find out.
But she's a researcher, so
I need to find out what's in here. But the most times that I see these groups, it be right here where I'm just sharing the show. And then I was like, you know what? I had stopped sharing it in the inbox because I didn't want to like bombard people individually and not be, because I care, and not be speaking to them also.
Oh, I do.
Like, every time it's like, only time that I'm in your inbox is if I'm sharing my show. Like, I don't necessarily want to come off like that. You know what I'm saying? But
sorry, y'all. That's what I do. And it be like the people that I rock with. Like, they want, again, it be things that, not even like we've done something. You've been a part of something. So if I know you on Facebook, I don't just know anybody. I don't like when people be like, how are you on my page? You know, it's different because now I have to have it public. But it'd be like, how do I know you? I had to be like, nah, like, thank you, you know. And
who the hell is that?
Yeah, like.
They be like, it's so-and-so's birthday. I'm like, and I will look at the pictures, look at, like, how long we've been friends. Mm-hmm. Who is this? But then I realized, like, if somebody tags me in a 360 post or a wedding officiant post or, you know, if somebody's looking for some coaching, if they tag me, that person usually tries to come to my page and probably do their own research. And I think that's when I'm starting to let people in, because I had went through and deleted anybody that I didn't know. You know, so like they'll say like, why you don't post your nieces and stuff? And I'm like, it's a lot of people on my page that I don't know. Like, you don't need to be seeing these kids. In my opinion, that's just me.
My kids don't even like to take pictures. Okay.
So when I gotta post, they be like, "Why I don't got no pictures of me when I was younger?"
I got them
because I have them acting like you didn't want to take them.
They were the cutest thing. They always like taking pictures. As I said, I was one of those people that would bombard you with a whole bunch of pictures, and I felt like I had to post every fucking thing. I was in that stage, yes, where you felt like Facebook made you feel, like you had to show your life.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was okay to be private because my kids, my husband is private. I'm okay. I like to know everything. I'm always the one that's asking 5 million questions on some shit that I might not have asked the question about. You know?
I need to get better at asking questions, because the whole check-in part is getting to know somebody more, and I don't be asking the questions. And I'm working on it. I'm getting it. I guess I gotta like really want to know somebody to want to know.
I just be wanting to know. I ain't gotta know.
She be asking me questions. I'm like, how am I supposed to know that? Well, weren't you with them yesterday? I'm like, yeah, but I don't know the answers to those questions you speaking about. So what else is some things you can ask
to do for check-in? So you gave 2 good ones.
Which one?
You said the dump one, where you can just dump you know, like, this is what's been going on. This is what's doing.
Schedule.
Hi,
Woo. That's my favorite fan.
Oh my God, hers. Oh, so excited. We got things coming up for her.
First of all, I made a post about them, and their parents just hearted it. But they were so sweet. It was like the best compliment a girl could ever even ask for my niece and my great godson, right? So first my niece, I'm on the phone with her, we're on FaceTime, and she was like, TT, I found your show. I said, what? She said, look, and then she had her brother help her, and she shared her screen and was like this girl, and we was watching the show. She said, I saw it was you. Yeah, it was you and Marquita. I was like, well, you like it? She's like, yeah, you did a good job, TT.
Aww.
I was like,
I love her little Capricorn
son. God, I was floating. And then my great godson, my best friend.
That one almost had me crying. That was just the cutest goddamn thing.
It was so sweet because I didn't get the initial compliment, but his grandmother called me. His nana called me and was like, she said she was sitting there, she was watching the show. It was on her phone. And she said he was like looking around, like he heard my voice, like, wait, she said he was like, wait a minute. Who is that? And she said he like looked around on the phone. It's like, is that my Gigi? And she was like, yeah. Then she said he had a confused face again, like, but what is she doing on there? Like, but what is she? He was like, why is she talking like that? And she ain't on the phone talking to you. Like, and she was like, well, she's on her radio show. She said he jumped up like, Dad! Did you know my Gigi had a radio show? Come on, listen.
You could be a voiceover for the kids.
I really could.
Come on.
I could talk like every last one of y'all. But yeah, it was just the sweetest shit. So then the other day I called and he was there and he was like, who is that? She was like, who is it? He changed the phone. I was like, Gigi, guess what? I was like, what? He was like, I found something that you don't even know that I found. I was like, what did you find? He was like, your radio show. I saw you. I said, did you like it? He was like, you did so good.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, if you ain't doing nothing else, baby, the babies is with me. But we are going to say, wrap this thing up. What if both parties is going through something? Because that is a real thing, right?
Ooh.
That's what girlfriend was saying, right? Maybe we both got something heavy going on. And we know that for a fact that we all, like, legit been having some heavy hitters. And sometimes it is a situation where it's like, girl, I didn't even check on you. Like, well, shit, I couldn't even check on you. Mm-hmm. I've had that conversation with people recently.
And I think that that's where the honesty and the friendship comes in. Mm-hmm. To be able to say accountable, hey, you know what? I really wasn't able to be the best friend that I could be for you at that time.
I was going through this. And at this time, it's like, girl, I knew you were going through that because we both knew. And, you know, but we're going to leave that as the core. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. But I think at that point in time, that's when you lean on one another.
Exactly.
You don't just be like, okay, well, I'm going through my shit, she going through her shit, we'll tap back in when we both feel better. Like, why are we feel better friends? Why aren't we through the weather
let's
friends?
get through this, friend. Yeah. Yes. Like, we can get through this.
Oh, it's a storm? Oh, she's in a storm. Okay, I'm going to stay inside because I like to be dry and she's getting wet. And I'll tap in with her when the sun come back out.
And that can be a friend, just not the friend that you...
Yeah.
It could be an acquaintance. I think those are acquaintances.
I think that's we're not talking about acquaintances. We're talking about friends.
But if that is the case and that's what happens, I need to learn how to say that I was in a storm and I needed help. I needed an umbrella. Mm-hmm. And I called you and I messaged you. And I was trying to, get something from you, meaning like I was trying to get that umbrella. I was trying to get some understanding. And I have to be honest, I didn't feel you were there. I feel like these are the things that we don't necessarily would want to say to somebody. Because that whole vulnerability thing is a whole nother thing. Because if you already know that person couldn't be there for you in other things.
If you know, it's different.
Then it just...
If they be like, hey, I'm not that type of friend. Like, I ain't going to be able to check on you in your time of needs. You already know that. But I think that goes to say, with finding out how somebody needs to be supported. Yeah. How they want... Hey, how would you like for me to check on you? Yeah. I've asked that. Okay. You going through something, how do you want me to check on you? Because if it was up to me, I would be like, hey, how's your day? How's this? How's your spirits? How you feeling? You need some lunch? You want to But sometimes people are like, nah, just check on me like once or twice a week. I'll be cool because I like my space. Yeah. Yeah. If you need your space, then I have to respect that you need your space. But then you can't get mad because I gave you space.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. But seeing how somebody needs to be supported is very important. Be expressive in your needs. Say what you need.
Yes, that's exactly the thing I was trying to say. But yes.
Which part?
The expressing the needs. Like, hey, I felt like I needed
with the rain
you.
And
the umbrella.
Yes. I was swimming to the
I was in the storm.
And you was like, okay.
And you was basically,
you're wet. I don't want to get wet.
I saw the calls, but I was on my own boat.
You got a lot of wetness on you. Ew. Take turns being a strong friend.
Oh, I like that.
Take turns being a strong friend. I was a strong friend this time, and I had to have your back. Like, regardless of what I was going through, I had to be there for you. So I needed to be that strong friend for you.
Oh, and then I like that. Okay.
Vice versa. Sometimes you step up and say, listen, I know I got a lot of shit on my plate, but I'm going to choose to be the strong friend because what I see you going through needs my support at this moment.
Yes, honey. Right? Honey.
Let me know what y'all think. Let me know where y'all at. How are you guys checking in on your friends? How are you guys being checked on? Mm-hmm. What do you require? Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes those things are important, and I think we skip over that conversation and assume that people knows how to check on you. Ooh, and you may have gotten burned sometimes to the point where you don't want to ask or in your feelings, like, repeat yourself or whatever. So it's important to work on yourself too, so that you can get to a space where you can say, hey, I am okay with asking, because you probably wasn't okay with asking before. All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in. We sure appreciate everybody in the audience.
In the place to be. Come on, y'all.
We're going to put that audience in the atmosphere. But make sure y'all tap in right here next week, Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Remember, if you have something that's on your heart and you would like to discuss, make sure you let us know, because your heart matters to us. And what's on your heart is what we would like to discuss. Ooh. So, until we see y'all next week. I mean, I do have bars. We're not going to front like I don't have bars. Okay? And they flow naturally. They were,
yes, they did.
All right, y'all. We love y'all, and have a good week.
Yes, have an amazing week.
Don't forget, we on the countdown. Let's Talk Love with the Wives, November 2nd at the Art House Hookah Lounge on Sahara. Be there.
Be there or be square.